just what?
Sure. The reason the guy you were with ghosted you after you hooked up with him is because the guy you were with was a guy that you were attracted to. And that was the basis on which you chose to sleep with him. The heavy attraction. You did not choose to sleep with a man that was spiritually aligned with you, that had high morality, that had a deep relationship with God, that was high in emotional attunement, that was highly empathetic. You chose a guy that you were attracted to, right? And so by choosing that guy, you chose from the top 10% of men in attractiveness. The top 10% of men in attractiveness are attractive to all the women, right? So that means the other 90% of men would not necessarily have ghosted you. They would have never had an opportunity like this to even be able to hook up with you, because the only one that is important to you is the one that you were attracted to, which is this top 10% male. So these men who are highly attractive are very rare. That's why only 10% of men are attractive to women. Now, from his perspective, the reason why he hooked up with you is because, and we can see in your picture, you are an attractive girl, but attractive women is not rare. So you are in the top 40%, which means that you're more attractive than 60% of other women, which is just basically putting you in the top half. So for a man who is in that top 10 percentile, he has access to all the different levels of women because they are all interested in potentially having a opportunity with him. But he's going to choose from the top 50%, the ones that are the most attractive women. And that's where you land, in the top 50%. So this means in your community, if there were 1,000 guys, the top 10% is 100 guys, and the top 50%, the ones that they're choosing, is going to be 500 out of 1,000 women. So that's 5 women to every 1 attractive male. Five attractive women to every 1 attractive male. You are 1 in 5. That is why you got ghosted, because he is with another one of his options right now. It's just that simple. When men have sex, they don't just stop having sex. So he didn't just have that experience with you and then say, well, I think I'm good for a couple weeks, couple months. I'm just going to bury myself into a construction project. And no, that's not what's happening right now. He's still getting his needs fulfilled. He just has other outlets, other women that he can get his needs fulfilled with. So he's with his other options right now, and that's why he's not talking to you. Because that would be weird, wouldn't it? To be talking to you while he's with another girl. It could really create an issue, and then it makes her get upset. And you understand, you're going to create a mess for him. So best thing to do right now is just to block you, ghost you, ignore you, turn you off, mute you, something like that. When he remembers you again, after he's run through some of his other options, he'll come back. Be like a few months later, after you've crashed out and gone through your healing journey and tried your best to get better. He'll just pop up and act like nothing ever happened. Hey, how's it going? And he'll test the waters to see where you're at and what you say. He knows that this is just emotionally imprinting on you, which means that he's making a trauma inside of you that makes you obsessed with him. So you're going to accept the call when he comes back. He knows that. We can all see that you are indeed obsessed with him. And I'm not picking on you, because this is an answer to many women who have the exact same question. So what happened? You guys picked from this most attractive pile of men, which is just only the top 10%, which means that you're sharing him with several other women. On average, about 5 to 1 is what you're dealing with. So he has 5 other options simultaneous. Okay, at this very moment, 5 other girls that he also hooks up with. And that's why you're not getting the call back. That's why you're blocked. That's why you're being ghosted, because he's busy right now with his other options. Again, don't worry. A few months or something like that, he's going to pop back up. If he remembers to unmute you, unblock you, forgive him if he doesn't remember you. He's got steady options coming in to his phone. If you don't want this to happen to you, vet candidates first for all the qualities rather than just going for someone you're physically attracted to. And don't hook up with someone that you're not married to.